Jason is getting into this Hilux. We have an engine that's got an engine loom done. Yes, we still need to do some more work in the cabin area, but the main engine harness is actually all finished. And he doesn't know how to drive a manual. In the fuel department, gone is the diesel sender unit. So that was in the tank, and in is a petrol one. The big difference is the size of this line here. It's just nicer to use the proper one. In there's also a big fuel pump. What did we put in it? In this case, we decided we'd run a high flow AEM pump. Just a little bit more than the 240 litre per hour ones I normally run. So that one should keep up with that LS2 quite nicely. And it's just a bonus that it's E85 safe, even though E85 isn't readily available in New Zealand anymore. This is the nose of the gearbox. And there's now our hydraulic release bearing kit fitted up. We modify them a little bit. We put an extra spacer in the back and set it all up. That goes in, some lines that go in it, and into the bell housing it will go. We've also, as part of the fuel system, we've got the petrol fuel lines to go in. So we get rid of the diesel ones, get rid of the diesel cooler, and in will go a set of petrol lines. We also flick in a charcoal canister, basically converting the diesel vehicle over to a petrol vehicle. Next thing Jason's got to do is he's got to put some lines in for that hydraulic release bearing, get all that sorted, and he's kind of on track to try and get this motor in the hole sitting in there bolted in the next couple of days. Engine wise, engine mounts are now welded up and fitted to the engine. The sump is fitted, oil filter's fitted. We're going to run the oil filter housing in that position. And that clutch has been fitted. That ring gear issue has been resolved. They just supplied us a new flywheel, so that's all good. So that's the big Ep6 clutch kit. When I wasn't looking, he also got the black paint out and gave the front of the chassis a bit of a spruce up. Just a bit of a tidy up, making it look nice. There's an engine sitting in the hole. Look at that. Well, we might have a small little issue here.
Oopsie. Sorry. Oh, it's just been the other one.
Just up there. Let's have a look if we can get right up in there, shall we? It seems that our flywheel does not fit in the hole. It has a touching problem.
If that pulls back, will that go past it or nah? Or just the angle I'm standing on?
It's just the angle you're standing on, Jace. It's definitely going to get tighter and tighter and tighter, and it's definitely going to lock up. But it should have given us good marks on it. So when you're in there with the grinder, so with the sanding disc, you should be able to see it. Very good then. Guess what? You can take the motor out again. Well, we can take the motor out again. The engine out again. You're getting good at it. Jace, I think you took enough off. Look at that. I've got to say, when he wants to get something done, he's pretty bloody determined. Hey. Pig-headed like your old man. Yeah.
Oh, so we get the mountain.
Oh.
It's on this mount.
It's on that mount. One mount done. But you've got to get this one on.
Yeah.
Where is the mount?
I think it's on the floor.
Oh, you floor mounted it? There it is, I see it. Is gravity working? You know, I talked about slotting things.
It fits on this side.
You're good. Good, but you need both sides. Do we need to?
It's fast.
Do we need to put our jack under the bottom there? Our leveling bar under the bottom, and then just jack it off one side. Just lift it up one side.
That's what that's doing now.
Yeah, it's not lifting it nicely, angularly.
It's mounted. It's gonna fly out.
Yeah, but she's sitting on the mount.
Well,
Literally.
Put a bolt through it. Be fucking. Oh.
Yeah, nah, Chase.
Remove them.
Do you want me to put a bit of wood under there? There's a injector driver there. We can use that. Delicate electronics actually work quite well. We've got,
Just like that.
just put a bolt through it. Self-tapping screw, top and bottom.
Drop it.
Oh, I'm standing on that.
Probably why I didn't want to move.
No. Oh, that's the worst sound. It's really noisy. We have an engine.
50% mounted.
I think it's more than 50% because you got the bow housing bolts in too. Are we going to get the top bolter?
I haven't worked that out yet. Maybe.
Can we just pop a jack under the sump or? Or do you want me to put the lifty under here? Slip it in. Almost. Yep. Bring it down. Nice and gentle. Very nice and gentle, please.
Right, this is a bit fucking weird, touchy today.
My fingers are out of the way. We're good. I haven't got my fingers where you can get them. What's going on, Jace?
On?
Yeah, boy. It's on. Whoop, whoop. Whoop.
Fucking.
Woo! Well done. It's mounted. Careful. I think the wiring is going to be perfect by the time you feed it through. Oh, that is smelly, that petrol, eh?
I don't know why it's only just started today.
That is really stinky. It's not the heat-proof sleeving?
Heat-proof sleeving?
Yeah.
Nah, it smells like old stale petrol to me.
It smells like old style petrol to me too. Hey, here's my fingers.
What's it giving you in there?
It's got a hole, so I stick my fingers in it.
That's so close. Almost.
How are we off the firewall? It's pretty tight down back there, eh? Yeah, past the airline. Close, eh? Annoyingly close.
It's probably the same fitting by the looks of it.
Yep. Real close. What's the... Your nuts? Are you leaving your nuts in a bag on the engine?
Oh, engine mount.
Oh, those engine mount. Yep.
Well, two were in there, yeah.
Your thread passed. You pass your ear keycon threads. They pass. I saw some billet capper covers the other day. See, you built the loom wrong because it bolted straight. The coils bolted directly into the tabber cover. Looked really smart.
The pill wouldn't fit.
Clearance looks right here. That back coil is going to be a bit tight.
Sensor.
Yeah, where are we mounting that? In the grill?
Here. The side of the airbox over here.
All the way in the airbox, yeah? Not nice and close to the throttle body. I ordered the dual speed fans.
Well, I've only given you 2 outputs, your fans.
We have to allocate another one.
I can't.
Why?
Because I said. Because I've written it down on my piece of paper, it's only having 2.
Well, we need to write something else on your piece of paper.
No.
Stroppy bugger.
Not strawberry, just...
And that belt looks good. So L98. Standard aircon one. Like it's so close to reaching, eh?
It does fit.
Oh, it does fit?
We've had it on.
Oh, have you? You've had it on?
Yes. Can you stop ordering me the wrong parts?
It doesn't matter if I order the wrong parts on this job. Even if I order the right ones, the wrong ones are turning up. It's just that kind of job.
Luckily I can get the booster in there without...
You've had practice with the last one.
No, this was harder than the last one.
Because it's lower?
No, it was something... I didn't have to take the lines off the last one.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Good enough.
We'll call it a day then. You've done enough.
Covered in grinding dust.
Oh, yeah, how'd you get on with grinding in that bow housing? I didn't even get any footage of you grinding in that bow housing.
I'm all...
Got the aluminium coverings.
It's attached.
It looks like you've got some good clearance there now. There now.
And you might turn this like here.
Check it up. Let's have a look underneath. We could grind stuff off the cross member.
Well, I see I can lift it now.
We could put washers underneath your engine mounts.
They can't go up anymore. They don't want to come up anymore. You'll know as hydraulic lines.
Oh, yep. Mate, you got heaps of
I
clearance.
can see daylight through it from here.
Mate, I can just about get fingers under that one.
The drive shaft too. Okay, look at that. Bang in the middle. Bang in the middle. Don't worry about the back ones. That's the original. Oh, there's heaps of room.
No, that's good.
Oil. Oh, look at that. You couldn't get any fucking tin ass for that oil filter. Oh, I might have.
Oh, man.
Oh, I might have dented it.
Oh, you dented my oil filter. Don't worry, we'll do a new one as soon as we
We'll fire it up.
fire it up, give it a run up, do a couple of Ks. Yeah, oil filter, yeah, it's probably not ideal. The filler, the drain. We just whip this bar off.
Or just fucking make it work.
Yeah. Steering rack.
Oh, look, me fucking line fits.
And yeah, the proper line fits too. Well done.
Just do my minute to do
This is like when we're talking fingers width for clearance. That's awesome.
This is more clearance than the one you did.
Yeah, way more. I've got your dipstick, the correct dipstick on the way.
Oh, yeah.
I think the cert man is going to want us to put a cover over this, of some sort. But we'll get the starter sitting in there, and then we'll work out a plan for making something in there. You had, because if we had to put a full plate in there, it'd push everything back a little bit, and that'd cause starter problems, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you have to space the starter.
Closer, which is we can't. I can only space it away at the moment.
And we're on the limit anyway, so.
Have you got the eye so we can check the clutch spacer distance?
The eye?
Oh, the torch. How much aluminium did you take out? Because there's quite a bit on the floor.
Enough to have clearance.
Actually, we need to look at that clearance. How did you get? Oh, you got how much clearance? You gave it like millimeters worth.
We don't want the.
You gave that's good. You got like these like 3 millimeters, 4 millimeters. It's like corrugated cardboard distance. That's primo.
I don't want to fucking do it again.
Can you see in there?
Kind of. We can see on this side. That's about right. I got stuck my head up and like I stuck my head in there.
Notice everything's on the right side too. Alternator's on the right side. Power steer pump's on the right side. Air conditioning uses the same lines. And apparently you could mount it under the vehicle with your wiring.
This is another vehicle.
Starter motor's the longest trip for the wire. This is going to come right around the vehicle.
This might be the start wire.
But it might be a bit small for a starter wire. I wouldn't put it past you.
What about you?
I don't think it's got any oil in it. It's looking awesome. You want me to hold that for you? I'm not going to. Dude, starter motor fits. That wasn't too hard. I hardly even had to strain.
He's working on the Commodore.
Yeah, easier than working on the Commodore.